Hello everybody, welcome to the second video of Monday. This one is going to go over the current, well not myth, the current I'd say state of the parry bug dexterity controls problems, the hotfix, but also something that we were discussing in my Discord about 5 hours ago, which was all about problems with ghosts. So we decided to discuss it. Unfortunately, I couldn't add this to the news show of today because of the time it was that we talked about this and the fact that I was still editing the news show and had to get it out as soon as possible. But I decided to do a follow-up video and also do a little bit of dissection and investigation on this. The main point being raised is that for some players they're experiencing problems with Ghost, but there is a bigger problem at hand we're going to talk about, just saying like taking recoil even in phase. And this is even with the specific synergy in mind. Since Friday, people have been talking about this in any case. One player said there's silent nerf of Ghost. Like every time anybody says that, it's like, got to be calm on these things. Once the hotfix went live, me and many others are completely unable to phase the recoil damage on Ghost SB2 with HUD. Try it for yourself. I'm willing to guess it won't work for you either. Many follow-ups to this. One in particular. So just tried this. It's like it's impossible to move for a split second. Too long per special, which is in turn makes it impossible to phase the recoil. Definitely not a nerf, just it seems like another parry dex kind of a situation. This may be down to like responses, down to various different things, but this is not specific to Ghost, which it does have a bit more to it, because there is another thread that is in discussion of something which is all about 5-hit combo endings and where your champion is in position to the enemy. This is all stuff that's been raised with Kabam, and this is one of these things as well, like Kabam need to at some point readdress this stuff about responses, again champion positions and the response to input to game responding to input situation of, okay, well you've entered a 5-hit combo. Am I just going to be completely SP'd into oblivion, smacked into oblivion, and therefore unfairly taken advantage of by the AI? Evidence which is on screen right now with Diablo fighting against Aegon. You can see first of all the build up, everything's fine, go back, dexterity, go in, and then at the back, right there in that snippet, that last little bit right there is the hanging on. You hang on, and it's like you're trying to put an input in and nothing registers. Like on the screen, I can imagine that somebody was trying to like hammer even for dex on this one, or trying to kind of like throw in a special attack, but it didn't engage. And this could be a secondary thing if the person at the time that was recording this footage says like, okay, well, I was trying to throw a special attack, then that is something that was seen in the parry beta problem. It was a bug for a little bit of a time, but again, just one more time we'll watch this. But it's just going in, it's being on the front foot, and then after the 5-hit combo, after the special attack is thrown, it lingers and it just goes through the motion there. Nothing happens. You see the arm of Diablo going round and just staying there static. We'll pause the screen in a second just to showcase that in action. But you'll definitely see that there's issues here with this, and it's definitely something that needs to be addressed. Again, here's the 5-hit combo. Like right here, it's like the champion is just like unresponsive and not moving. But obviously I can't show you any kind of like hand footage because you'll probably go like, well, it needs to be shown like when you feel like holding the hand kind of thing, as opposed to anything just going to get that kind of like clear case. The person in particular posted to say that I know it looks like I just stood there and got clapped, but I swiped to Dex, so there we go. Dex is the clarification, and just like every other time, it feels very similar to the parry issue, far from completely broken for me at least, but the window in which the input needs to be made has either shifted or narrowed significantly. Yeah, hope that helps. And this is the thing that this feedback needs to get to Kabam. And what I'll do is, as well as like, I posted about the Hercules thing earlier today, and I need to get full clarification because I have been hearing rumblings that apparently Kabam made a statement about something when it comes to immortality. But you know, as I said, like how we prefix the video and the coverage is that it's one part as soon as you've been knocked down to 0, but past 0 on health, you're able to boom, click in that immortality buff for any previous any post damage or anything more from that point, so after the SP3. Unless it's taking the SP3 as being like, okay, as soon as the enemy does an SP3, you've also whacked out that immortality buff if you've got the awakened ability. But more clarification needs to be given on that from Kabam, and I need to find a statement. But it looks like it's everywhere at the moment for this point of like, okay, we've got like a further parry not parry dex, but a controls issue with 5-hit combos, or after 5-hit combos at a certain point. And maybe that's something in the particular context of the running of this video, that something is done that triggers it off. So that's one 5-hit combo there, and then after dex and dexing a special attack and then going in. So maybe it's something on punish. It could even be something like punishing on a special attack is causing this bug to be a thing. But you know, there's a whole host of different bugs within this game. I guess it's one of these things of like, where did Kabam go first to target the problem to get this sorted? Either way, yeah, I wouldn't like to have a whole month of this. And this is something that's very fresh, August 13th, so that's 3 days ago that's been a thing. And people are obviously talking about how that's kind of like something that's happening with Ghost. That's been a big issue. But then it could be something else. It could be something, you know, we talked about the idea of today, oh right, well, if you've got to change your response of when you're swiping on your device, it's like, imagine if it's a case that your inputs are so behind for a certain point. There's battle lag. I do not know where Kabam start with kind of addressing and looking into stuff, because, you know, I know everyone's going to try and throw in their 2 cents on the matter, but that's the thing. Where do they start? Is it ending in a certain combo way? Is it if you have punished on a special attack or after a special attack, so to speak? Is it a case that there's more that meets the eye with background coding? Is it something that and that's with the game engine side of things? That is something that Kabam will need to look into and address. And I just don't think it's going to be, it's for everybody. That's the thing. I've seen people posting as Android users and also iOS. So to say this is kind of located as just a standard iPhone issue or Apple issue is I don't think that's the case. Yeah, when it comes to like the Ghost side of things, just going to explain that is that people are saying here, I can't phase the SP2 recoil damage after the update. It was working just fine before the recent parry dex fix update. I'm sure it's related to the parry dex and is not fix update, because parry and dex still is bugged for me, plus delaying in dex response or 5 hits, plus this new Ghost issue. Hope they find a solution before war. So I think that it's like that's the thing. There is something to this. Yes, there's something to the Ghost side of things, but I think it's definitely something of like, it seems to be when you finished a 5-hit combo and you're trying to do something, whether it's a special attack, because this is obviously we're talking about this being a special attack, whether you're finishing with something else, there is a point where something doesn't seem to be working correctly. There is plenty of evidence to say that this is working. There's some video footage out there. There's people that have like posted content and I've seen it working fine. But I think there's something more that meets the eye when it comes to this situation of ending on a 5-hit combo and trying to do something. And I think it's very self-evident on the matter, because it's like, even for here, like, it's not allowing you to dash back at the appropriate time to avoid recoil, because the animation seems to be going on for extra half a sec, which, as we've seen with the evidence right here, that is indeed the case. So this is not something that's just limited to Ghost. It is something that's happened to a lot of players, a lot of champions at, you know, various different times. And it's just that odd bit of response is just not that. Actually, I think it happened when I did a video last week doing some kind of coverage of it. But either way, yeah, really, really annoying. Sucks at the moment. I will kind of like just point this in the direction of Kabam. I'm sure that they've seen this, because we've got was it Kabam Zanzibar posting about like this stuff. So I'm sure that Kabam are aware of it and they're looking into it. If I can find any more info, I will be trying to get that out to everybody. But in any case, that has been the video. Thank you very much for watching said content. Make sure to check out some other content posted on screen right now, which is probably the news show from today. I'm not really sure what I'm going to be planning to record the rest of this week, but I'm going to be taking it easy and also posting stuff that I want and live streaming later on today. Cheers, everybody. Have a good one. Bye-bye.